Hi everyone, we're just going to give it a couple more minutes to let a few more people join and then we'll start. Okay, I think we'll just kick off now and anyone that's joining in can join in. Good afternoon everyone, thank you for joining our webinar this afternoon. We are joined today by Klaus at Tasklet Factory, Tasklet being a fully integrated mobile warehouse management system for Business Central and Nav, whom we work very closely with and are rolling out across a few of our customers at the moment. So we're bringing this webinar today just to give you a flavour of what the solution does in the hope that it might be useful for a few more of our customers. Klaus, if you want to move on to the next slide.
Yes.
Yeah, so hi everyone, you probably know me, it's Ailish here from Kick. I'm just here to give Klaus a nice introduction and he's going to take over and give you a bit of a background on Tasklet and a wee demo of the product. And there'll be some time for questions at the end, or you can stick a question in the wee chat box at the side and we'll pick them up at the end. Okay, Klaus, over to you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my name is Klaus Holmgaard. I'm a sales channel manager for Tasklet Factory. And I have the honor of showing our solution to you today. The plan with today's session is just to keep it very basic. So we're not going to go into a lot of details. We're gonna concentrate on the user friendliness, on the solution itself and what it does for the basic warehousing. We have, as I mentioned, I'm from Tasklet Factory. We are a Danish company and we were founded in 2008. So we now have 14 years in the business. All this time we've been working on one product and one product only. That is our mobile WMS for Microsoft Dynamics, both for Navision and Business Central. We have more than 1,200 customers in 35 countries and close to 300 in BC Cloud. And each of these customers is a project of his own. So this means that we also gained a lot of knowledge within warehousing, and this knowledge we've used to further develop our solution. We are a Danish company. We have our main office in the north of Denmark in a city called Aalborg. We also have an office in Tampa, Florida, and we are approximately 50 people in the company now and rapidly growing. We can also help you out with hardware, and if that's needed, for the projects. We are a hardware reseller and hardware advisor also. We sell both Zebra, Honeywell, and Datalogic. If we look at some of the benefits of choosing a solution like our mobile WMS. You can of course reduce the number of errors in the warehouse by working with live data. You get more efficient employees. You can optimize your picking routes. You can reduce overtime. You can basically grow the warehouse with the same staff. And of course, you can also improve your customer satisfaction by scanning each item that leaves the warehouse, so you can reduce the number of wrong shipments to your customers. And of course, you get a much greater accuracy on your inventory as everything is registered and visible and accessible on the device. We'll show you all this when we go into the demo in a minute, where you can see how this is done in the solution here. Just very briefly on our value proposition here. The first one is our user friendliness, which will hopefully be very visible when we open up the demo. It's something that we are very focused on. We are deeply devoted to not creating a solution that only the people in the IT department can figure out. We know that the people that's handling these devices are in the warehouse. They may not be that interested in going to a computer or understanding Navision or Business Central, and that's why we've been very focused on making it user friendly. We also have an easy installation process. We are built on top of the ERP system, so all the logics in our solution comes from the ERP system. This means that when you're ready to proceed with an installation of our solution, the installation process is fairly easy if everything is ready in the ERP system. We also have a solution that's easy to customize. We know that a lot of customers have some specific needs. Not everybody can fit within standards. So we have created our solution is easy to customize, and it's something that Kik can help you out with. So if there's anything in the out of the box functionalities that's missing, this can be built on top of it. For example, if you want to add an extra step, or if you want to add an extra filter, this can be added also. The last one is our online offline functionality, which basically allows you to keep working even if you leave the Wi-Fi zone. We know that a lot of warehouses doesn't have the best Wi-Fi coverage all over. So we have this feature in our solution that allows you to download the order to the device, and then, for example, in a pick, if you download a pick order for example 50 lines, then once you've opened it up on your device, you can actually do the full picking route, and it's only when you want to post the order in the end that you have to be online again. This slide here just shows you the areas that we cover with our solution. So we basically cover everything from when the delivery makes the delivery of the goods in the receive zone, in the put away zone, picking, counting, shipping, movements, replenishments, pick for production, assembly, manufacturing. Everything that goes on within the warehouse is in our area, so to say. Once the items leave the warehouse again, they also leave our solution. If you go into our website, you can see a lot of our customer case stories, and you'll see that some of the customers that we're working with are in various industries. So it's not like we're only working in retail. We normally say that everybody who's got a warehouse is a potential customer of ours. All right, let's have a look at the demo and see if we can make it work. So I'm going to share my screen here again and open up my device here. So I have the device with me in my hand, and this is my login screen. So when I log in here with my credentials, it will open up the solution itself. I also have some barcodes over here, just to show you the different types of barcodes that we're working with. So we'll lock in here. When we open up the solution itself here, this one is my demo environment, so everything is sort of in this solution. The interface itself here is customizable also. So for example, if you have customers, so if you have employees who's only working in receiving zones, then you can remove all the other icons here, so they are not confused by why am I allowed to do assembly when I'm only working in receiving. So you can make it very easy for the employees also. When they log in with their own credentials, they will only have the option that they can choose receive, for example. If we go into receive, it'll open up here. It will show a full list of the orders you have in your ERP system. On the top up here, we have a filter, which allows you to filter on location, expected receipt date, PO numbers, and assigned users. You can also add new filters up here. This is a smaller customization, but it is possible. There's also another way of doing a filtration here. So for example, here, let's imagine I'm in the receive zone, and I just received a pallet of goods, but I don't know which order they are for. I have a full list here, but I don't want to go through each to find the right order. So instead, I'll just pick up an item and then I'll scan it. Once I've scanned it, it will do a filtration on all the orders where this item is in. So in this case, I scanned this Marabou orange over here, and this was represented in 2 orders. So if I go back again and scan another item, I'll scan the Marabou pistachio. This item is only in 1 order, and then it will automatically open up this order. So now I'm in the order number 008 from London Postmaster. In this order, I am expected to receive 10 pieces of the Marabou orange, 15 of the Marabou pistachio, and 15 of the Puka peppermint tea. I also expect to receive 3 packs of golf balls. All right, so if we go into the first one here, I'm going to show you the first one as a basic receipt, so to say. If there's no problem with the receipt, everything is in there. So if I just scan the first item here, then it will tell me that I'm expected to receive 10, and I have counted these, and I can confirm, yes, there is 10. Then it will change colors over here to green, showing that I've received everything on this item. The next item is my Marabou pistachio, but I can see that this item here has been delivered in a broken box. So I want to take a picture of this box to document it to my supplier. So I can go to the bottom where we have a shortcut, and I can hit attach image. Then I can open up my camera and take a picture of this broken box here, which is now just a barcode in this case. Then I can put in a comment here. This is broken, and it accepts. And when I go back to my order line here, you can see that we now have an attachment to this order line. All right, so let's start receiving these pistachio here. So I'll just scan the item, and then I've counted them, but I can see there wasn't 15, there was actually only 5. So I just want to receive 5. So when I hit the number here, it will open up the keyboard, and I can hit 5 instead of 15. Then I will change colors over here to orange, showing that it's only been partial received. The next one I'm going to receive is the Puka peppermint tea. This one is lot number controlled. And in this case here, this means that I need to register more information than just the barcode. So it will ask me for an expiration date, it will ask me for a lot number, and of course the quantity and the item number as well. But you can actually work with a different type of barcodes, like the QR code we have over here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can make it a bit bigger. So if you work with the GS1 data matrix barcodes like this one over here, these types of barcodes can contain a lot more information than a regular barcode. So let me just show you. I'll start by showing the old-fashioned way, so to say, of receiving this one. So if you scan the item, It will ask me for an expiration date, which I can put in here. I'll say the 21st. Oops. Okay. And it will ask me for my lot number, which I'll scan in here. And of course, also the quantity. So that's an easy way of receiving it. Let me just delete these registrations here. And the other way of doing it is by using the GS1 data matrix barcode with all the information, meaning that I only have to do one scan. There you go. And everything is now received. It's changed colors to green over here, and all has been registered. When I've done this count of these teas here, I actually found these pistachios up here, but they were in a new with a new barcode, so I couldn't scan them. So I want to add this barcode to this item. So I can do this by going up here and add cross-reference down here. This will allow me to add a new barcode to the specific item. So when I receive it now and I scan the new barcode, it will remember that it's actually for this this item here, and I can confirm I've received the last 10 and confirm it here. If I were to receive this order without receiving the full quantity, it will leave the order open in the system, and you would have to take action in Business Central or NAV to have it deleted, or wait for the last pieces to arrive. The last item I want to receive down here is the golf balls. So I'm just going to scan in the item here. This item is serial number controlled, so I have to register these serial numbers. So the first one it will ask me for is the serial number here, and I'll scan in the first serial number, and the second, and the third. All right, everything has now been received on this order, and it's asking me if I want to post this one. And given the fact that it's all okay, so yes, of course I want to post, so I'll hit yes. And then it will ask me for a delivery note number, which I'll scan in here. And it's now done the posting in Business Central or NAV, and the order has been removed from my receive list here. In our demo environment here, we have set it up with a receive zone and a put away zone. It's depending on how your current setup is, you are allowed to do this in one step also, but we've chosen here to do it in 2 steps in the demo, but you can merge these two into one step. So in this case here, I've now taken the items from my receive zone and I've put them in my put away area. When I open up my put away orders here, I will go into the order that I've just received, and it's now telling me that these items needs to be put in the specific bins we have here. So basically what we do is we have the items and we just go to the bins where they're meant to be. You can also here work with filters. So for example, if I want to start with bin number 003, I can scan this bin and then it will do a filtration for me. So now it will only show me which items needs to go into this bin. You have the filter up here. So I'll just delete this again and start from the top here. So I'll go to the first bin, which is 002 in this case, and then I need to place 10 pieces of the Marabou orange here. So I'll scan the item and I'll confirm the bin where I'm placing them, and I'll also confirm 10 pieces. Next one is the Marabou pistachio, and they're supposed to be at bin 001. But I can see on this bin there isn't actually room for all 15. There's only room for 5. So I have to find someplace else for the missing 10 pieces. So I'll scan in the item again, scan the bin 001, and instead of 15, I'll put away 5. Again, it will change colors here to orange. So I still need to put away these 10 pieces, but I can see on the bin next to it, 002, there's actually room for these 10 pieces. So I'll just place them there. I'll scan the item again, then I'll scan the new bin, and then it will pop up here with a warning saying this is not the bin that this one is set up for. Do I want to use it anyway? And yes, I do. So I'll confirm here and confirm also here. If we go into this one again to open up the registrations, then you can see what you've done. 5 pieces on 001, 10 pieces on 002. All right. All right, so let me just put away the next one also here. So let me scan in the T and confirm the bin 003 and scan the lot number and confirm the quantity. So now my warehouse manager is calling me over to do something else, or another example could be that they definitely they need these items for a sales order that they're sending out now. So they would like me to post what I've put away so far. So I can go to the bottom to the menu and hit post. And then it will pop up with a warning. You're not done with the order. Do you want to proceed? Yes, I do. So I'll confirm it here. This will post what I've done so far and leave the missing lines open. So when I come back later this afternoon to do the rest here, it will just have the order ready and waiting for me. All right. So I mentioned the sales order that was in a rush. So it will be in my pick orders here. So if I open up my pick order, then you can see here these are the items that I just received, and they are now ready to be sent out again. So again, I'm told here that I need to pick from this bin 001. You have the order number in the top, 5 pieces of the marble pistachio. So again, let's imagine that we have 10 order lines on this one, and you have 5 different items from the same bin. Then you'd still be able to do a filtration by scanning the bin, and then it will show you only what's on this bin. So I can now pick the item, the pistachio here, confirm the 5 pieces. Once I've confirmed this, it will remove the filter again, because there isn't any more in the filter. So, and then you can pick the next one here, confirm the bin. In this case, again, confirm the lot number and confirm the quantity. Everything has now been picked from this order. And depending on the warehouse setup, oh, sorry about that. That's the connection to my mobile control here. My device is still online, but sometimes this mobile control, because I'm on Wi-Fi, will jump off here. So let me post this one. Like I said, depending on the warehouse setup and how the processes are in the warehouse, this could potentially be the part where you send out the specific order. Packing list is printed, you close the box and you send it out. Or you could also have, this could be, for example, a picker in the warehouse. Once he's done with his pick, he will place the box in the shipping area, and they will do the final validation before you send out the items. In this case, you would go to shipping here and open up the order again. This is the order that I just picked. So now it's in my shipping area, and they would like to confirm that the right items are in the box before they close it and send it out. So I'll just scan the item and confirm the quantity. Again, scan the item, scan the lot number, and confirm the quantity. This is now the point where you close the box, send it out. So I'll just post it here, and it will do the registrations in Business Central as well. That was sort of the food chain of when you receive the item and until it's sent out again. But there's also a lot of things going on in the warehouse, like counts. So in this case here, we have 2 options of counts. One is the planned count, which I'm going to open up here. This is based on a physical inventory journal that you create in your ERP system, and you send it to the device here. So if I open up this one, this is something that my warehouse manager has sent to my device and my user, and he's asking me to do a count of these 3 items here. It will be done as a blind count, so it's not telling me how many they're supposed to be there. I actually have to do the work. So what you do is you open it up, you go to the bin, you are told that this is 004, 0014. and I'm supposed to count these cables for loudspeakers. So when I'm there, I will open up this one and I'll confirm where I'm doing the count. So this is the bin, and I've counted the items, and there was 15 of these, so I'll put it in here. Then it's asking me to count these stands also, which I'll do now, and I'll confirm the bin, and there's 25 of these. But when I did the count here, I actually saw that I wanted to add one up here. I found one more, so I'll just add one more. When I open it up again, confirm the bin again, it will add one more to the count here. Again, I'm called over to do something else, so I wanna post what I've done so far and leave the last line for later. So I'll go to menu again and hit post. This will send the journal back to the EP system for a final check before the quantity is adjusted. This means that it won't adjust directly. You'd have to validate it in the EP system. The next one I want to show you is my unplanned count. To show this, I'm going to go to one of our lockup features here called locate item. So I'm going to go into this one. Then I'm going to scan an item here. I'm going to scan the market pistachio. This will tell me where I can find this item in the warehouse. So in this case here, you can see I have 100 pieces on bin 001, and I have 10 pieces on bin 002. Let's imagine now I want to do an unplanned count on this one, bin 001, where there's supposed to be 100 pieces. In the bottom here, I have a shortcut for unplanned count. So I'm going to go into this one. Then it's asking me again to confirm the item and also to confirm the bin. And now it tells me there's supposed to be 100. How many have you counted here? So I have counted 105. So I'm going to put in 105 instead. And when I go back now to my locate item, you can see that there's now 105. So this one is not based on a journal. It will make the adjustments in the EP system when you do them on the device here. Everything you do on the device is traceable back in the EP system. So you can always see that I have done this correction here. Okay, the last one of these count functionalities here is a adjust quantity. Let's imagine now this was chocolate that I just added 5 pieces of, but I can see after I've checked them a little bit more that they were actually empty boxes. So somebody had eaten the chocolate and just left the boxes in the bin. So I want to remove these 5 pieces again. So I'll go into adjust quantity. Then I will confirm the bin, which is 001. Then I'll confirm the item. And then, okay, how many do you want to remove? I want to remove 5 again. So I'm back to 100 now, hopefully. And then I can put in my reason code. So in this case, it was chocolate, so it was eaten, and then I can confirm it here. This now means we have removed 5 pieces again. So if I go back to locate item and scan in this one, you can see that there is now 100 pieces on this bin. The next function I want to show you is the move functions. The first one is a planned move, where you have created the move order in the EP system and send it to the device here. In this case here, it's asking me to move these loudspeakers 2 pieces from bin 02, 001 to bin 10, 001. It's also asking me to move the manuals for these loudspeakers. So to perform the move, I will go into the order here, confirm where I'm picking up the items from, confirm that I'm picking up 2 pieces, and it will now be orange over here because I have already picked them up from the bin. They're on my trolley on the way to the new location. But before we go, I'm just going to bring the manuals with me, and I'll just confirm the bin again, confirm that I'm picking up 40 pieces. And you can see here that I've picked up 2, but I still need to put away 2. So when I'm at the new bin, I will go into this one again, confirm where I'm placing them, and confirm that I'm placing 2 pieces. Same with the manuals. confirm the bin, and confirm the quantity. Everything has now been moved from one bin to another based on a planned move, and I can just post the order by hitting yes. The next function here is the unplanned move. Again, I'm going to go to locate item, and I'm going to see if we take the marble pistachio again. I have 100 pieces on 001. I have 10 pieces on 002. But now I want to move everything back into one bin. So I want to take these 10 pieces and move up to bin 001. If I go to a shortcut again, I have in the bottom here for unplanned move, I want to take from 002 and move 10 pieces to 001. If I go back to my locate item now, you can see that everything has now been moved. The 10 pieces have been moved up to bin 001. So we now have 110 here. So it's an easy way to make moves in the warehouse if you see somewhere you can optimize. The last one of the move functions is the bulk move. This will take everything from one bin and move it to another bin. Let me just go into bin content, which is another one of our lookup functions here. It will show you all the content of a specific bin. So let me just scan in. Let's see, we take 003 here. In bin 003, I have 110 pieces of the Puka peppermint tea. And I want to move this tea from bin 003 to bin 002. So in the bottom here, I have a bulk move function. I can go into this one, and I'll say, okay, I want to take everything from 003 and move it to 002. So when I go back now to the lookup function and showing the content of bin 003, you can see that it's now empty. And if I go into check the content of bin 002, you can see I now have 60 pieces of the orange and 110 pieces of the Puka peppermint tea. The plan with today's session is to keep it in the basic warehousing. Some of the features that we're not going to go through today is, for example, the production and the assembly which we have here. We have also just added a new feature called pack and ship, which allows you to book the shipping directly on the device here. So you can actually book the courier and print the shipping labels through the device here. This only works for Business Central, but it is something that if you find it interesting, then let's have a talk about it. Reach out to Irish or me, and we'll make sure to set up a demo of these features also. Just to close it up here, a couple of sort of extra things that you can use for the device for also is, for example, the item dimensions, where you can register information about the products when you're in the warehouse. So you can choose the unit of measure up here. Let me just go to pieces here. So, and I'll scan in the item. So in here, you just put in the length of the product. So it's 10 centimeters, 5 centimeters in width, and the height is 2 centimeters. And then you can put in the weight also, 0.5. Confirm. This information has now been saved to the item card. So we have this information and it's found in your ERP system now. You can also register item images. So let me show you how it works. For example, like the one we have here. If you don't have any item images on your product, you can use the device here to add these images. It's not good enough for web shops, but it's good enough for internal use. All you do is you just go into register item image, scan in an item here, open up the camera with the plus, and yeah, then you can just take a picture of what you want to add. I'm not going to do it here because then it will change. It will delete the one I have, and I kind of like that one, so we'll keep it as it is. That was the short version of the demo here. If you are interested in more deep dives into our solution, you are more than welcome to reach out to us, and then we'd love to set up a session here to talk through your needs and the processes you have in your warehouse. Otherwise, I think I'll close it down from my side. Eilish, you got anything you wanna say here in the end?
No, I don't think so. I can't see any questions in the chat box, but as you say, if anybody wants to contact us separately after this call, then feel free to drop us any questions or any more information that we can get for you.
Absolutely.
And thanks for your time, and
No problem.
thanks for the demo, Chris.
And you can always swing by taskletfactory.com to have a look at some of the specific features. We have made it very clear on how each feature is working, and you can also see short presentations on our website. It will give you a lot of information on the solution.
Great. Okay.
All right.
I think that's everything then. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.